Epic Gamers, it's time for the weekly farming guide, and we start off strong because this one we have only 2 days to pick up. Is the Mecha Naruto. If you didn't grind Mecha Naruto yet, I don't know what you're doing. Mecha Naruto is an absolute must. You need at least 6 copies. At least 6 copies max dupe to him. You know why? Let me show you the importance of Mecha Naruto. I beat Ninja Road using only Mecha Naruto. Only Mecha Naruto. I used 18 Mecha Narutos. All my team was Mecha Naruto. Nothing else. Only Mecha Naruto. So, you know it's important. He's a good unit. I was only using him. No healing, no nothing. Just using him and I beat Ninja Road. That's how good he is. You need Mecha Naruto. And you only have 2 days. You gotta pick up at least 6 copies. I'm not even joking. I have the 18 copies. I ultimated some of them. And I'm not even joking, I think we should pick up at least 6 of them. I'm gonna try also to beat the new Ninja Road that is now on JP with only Mecha Narutos as well. I don't know if it's gonna be possible because the new Ninja Road is a little bit different, but you know, it could happen. I don't know. So you gotta pick him up. Why he's so good? Why? So let's start with the fact. Oh, by the way, just the person who changed the design of the wiki, I liked it. It looks very aesthetically pleasing. So it looks really nice. The new wiki. Some people ask me. Where do I get my infos thing right here? I have in all of my descriptions of all of my videos. This is the Naruto Blazing wiki. You should have it on your favorites on your browser. So why he's so good? So let's start with the jutsu. 5.1 towards all, 41% chance of attack reduction or immobilization. Attack reduction, I am the biggest fan of attack reduction. And immobilization is also really good for, of course, enemies that can be immobilized. But the ultimate removes perfect dodge and barrier for all enemies in range, ignores substitution 14.1 times, nullifies damage received from ninjutsu or secret technique for 1 time. By the way, this ultimate is a giant, vast range ultimate that hits almost the whole map. It's really good. It's an amazing ultimate. He has a really good chance of critical hitting. Critical hitting, like back in the day when characters had like an extra chance of critical hitting was like 1.5 times, and it was really bad. But like he has 2 abilities of 2.41 and they multiply each other. So it's really good. It's really good. If you actually put someone else below him that actually increases the chance of critical hitting as well, then multiplies into the multiplication. That's amazing. It's amazing. Removes barrier just by normal attacking. Chance of resetting, it's pretty good. Nullified chakra reduction through the fact it can come in place. It's actually quite difficult to do that. And his stats are quite okay, and he goes under 28. Going under 28 is already a good unit, because it's going to be helpful for a lot of new players that cannot do the under 28 missions still, because they're new. So yeah, you gotta get them, 100%. Moving on, we have the Ashura Super Impact that I can't click on because it's not available, but Ashura Super Impact, he is, I dare say, the best free-to-play unit in the game. Why? Let's start by the fact that he heals 400 per turn, tanks the elements that he's supposed to be taking damage from, so he takes neutral damage from body because he takes 50%, and of course body does 50% extra on heart. So he tanks body by 50%, neutralizing that attack up. So knowing that, he has 70% chance of attack weakening on his normal jutsu, which I said, I'm a big fan of. It's really good. Attack reduction is really good. You can get a reset on the normal jutsu that could be very helpful. The ultimate neutralizes element affinity base, so he ignores type disadvantage. So on body types, you're gonna be doing neutral damage. 12 times and then 80% attack weaken. So again, attack weaken. He's one of the best units in the game, if not the best one. And his super impact is really easy. I personally beat it using only free-to-play units. Where is it? Right here. I beat it only using free-to-play units. I have the video. Like his super impact is really easy. It took me a little bit, as you can see, 19 minutes. But of course, you can just bring your summonable body units and just beat it with that. So his super impact is 100% worth farming. He's one of the best units in the game. I'm thinking of farming a second one, just because you never know when these super impacts come back. So I'm thinking of farming a second one. He's 100% worth it. We move on to Itachi right here. Itachi is really bad. He's really old. I've been saying, like, I feel like they should do what Dokkan does with Extreme Z Awakenings, where they take a unit and they, like, just improve it overall. Not only, like, limit breaking. Like, limit breaking is cool and all, but, like, just improving what they do. So, for instance, this Itachi, he's a 6 and 12 unit. His normal jutsu does 4 times to all, 50% chance of attack weakening. What they could do, they could make him a 5 and 10 unit, that does like 6 times towards all and then 90% chance of attack weakening. That would make him a good unit. Like just that would make him a good unit. And then the ultimate also could be like, instead of 8 times, could be like 13 times. And then, 70% chance of his jutsu ceiling, if you combine also the ability. That would make him a good unit. That's something that they should be doing. But as of stands right now, Itachi is really bad. I do not recommend farming him. He's not worth using. If you're a very, very, very new player, his raid is also not the easiest. So he could be a little bit of a trouble to farm, and for a unit that is not even that amazing. So I do not recommend Itachi at all. Very unfortunate, because I'm a big boy Itachi fan. And then we have Roshi. Roshi is a good unit. Roshi is a good unit. If you move on to him right here, he has 200 healing, which is very respectable for units that are like regular impacts. Which, by the way, I miss regular impacts. I don't know why they've been doing so many super impacts lately, but I really miss normal impacts. And then he heals for 200, which is very respectable. Normal jutsu is a 2.8 towards all, 55% chance of slip damage or attack reduction. I said I'm a big fan of attack reduction, and also he does slip damage. With slip damage, a lot of bosses cannot be slip damage, but on Ninja Road, they can. The bosses on Ninja Road, they can. So you can really cut down a lot of health because of slip damage, because of course, slip damage is percentage-based damage. The more health the enemy has, the more damage the slip damage is going to do. So it's really, really useful. He's a 4 and 8 unit, you can see right here because of the zoom that I did, but he's originally a 5 and 10, but of course the last ability reduces chakra by 1, so it becomes a 4 and 8 unit. Ultimate is a 5.8. Usually with this unit, like with units that they don't do anything on their ultimate, what I do is I just spam normal jutsus, because the normal jutsu can like slip damage and attack reduct multiple times. Can be very, very useful. So he's one unit that I would 100% recommend farming. He's very much worth it. And yeah, so moving on, we have Gengo. Gengo, here's the thing. He himself is not good, but he is, as far as I'm aware, maybe there are other units that do this, I just not remembering right now, but he's the only free-to-play unit that attack boost allies. So what I did is I just got a lot of copies of him. I didn't even dupe him, I just didn't even care. Didn't layer break, didn't dupe him, I just kept a couple of copies of him, and if I want to do like a attack boosting strategy, like, right, because there are a lot of raids there, maybe you get a nuker, you attack boost him, and you can one-shot the boss if you're having issues with that boss. So that's what I did. I just got a lot of copies of him, and then I keep them, and whenever I need them, of course there are a lot of pay-to-play units that also attack boost, but if you don't have them, he could be very, very useful for that. He can replace them. So I would recommend, if you don't have any attack boosters yourself, that of course attack boost allies. The ultimate doesn't matter, but the normal jutsu, if you don't have any like pay-to-play units that like OT Naruto, the skill Obito, the attack boost, if you don't have them, it's worth getting a couple copies of him just to keep it. And then we have Pain. He's like one of the worst units in the game. No, he's bad. He's just awful. Absolutely awful. Don't even touch him. 7 and 14 chakra required. What unit has 7 and 14? And then terrible jutsu, terrible ultimate. Just overall, just a disgraceful unit. Why do they hate Pains so much? I don't know, but he's really, really bad. Moving on, we have the emergency missions. Sai is like the worst unit in the game, I dare say. Nah, not the worst one, but really close to the worst one. Not worth it. No, not worth it at all. We have Mangetsu. He's bad. I mean, for an emergency mission, I can see why you would use him because of the 20% chance of dodging. Maybe reducing bravery a little bit too. But he doesn't go under 28. He's not very good. But I would honestly just keep him a copy max duped. That's what I would do. I mean, I have all of the units in my box, just max duped. I have all of them because I'm a collector. But if you're not a collector and you don't like mean it, you just can skip Sai. But I would recommend getting like Mangetsu and just keeping a copy of him max duped. He's not fantastic, but I don't know. Maybe you want to use him. You know, he could be useful. I can see use for him. Jutsu ceiling. I mean, yeah. I can see use for him, but he's not very good. Not very good indeed. And then I want to mention this. Very, very, very important. Darui is going out the Ninja Road shop this week. You need to get him, okay? You need to get him. You wanna know why? Again, on my free-to-play guide for the Super Impact Ashura, Darui does more damage on his ultimate than a friend Indra, okay? Darui is a beast because of his increased damage against heart, and his ultimate generally does a lot of damage, 12 times with a pretty high attack stat of 2200. He is a beast. Not other than that, his body skill is amazing, reducing heart elemental by 25%. You may think, oh, he's a body type. Body types usually don't need to reduce heart damage, but if you're in a super impact scenario where the boss does you a lot of damage, reducing that damage by 25% can be very, very good. So he's an amazing unit that, again, he's going out this week. You must get him. You must get him. And then he field boost the body by 250, which is amazing as well. He's the only free-to-play unit I can think of on top of my head that actually boost by 250. He's really, really good. I'm looking for more units that also are free-to-play and boost by 250. Really, really good. If you can sync with body, of course, in a body team, you will be syncing with body. That's a 100 attack boost as well. Syncing with Cloud is pretty difficult. You can maybe sync him with the Blazing Festival Killer B, but again, it's pretty difficult. So yeah, you must get him. He's a must to get unit. He's an amazing unit, and if you don't get him, you're missing out. And then we have Full here. Full can be useful because she heals for 200, and in a skill team scenario, that could be useful just because skill lacks a lot of healing, but other than that, she doesn't have any special traits. 6 and 12, the normal jutsu, I mean, the ultimate removes barrier, I guess, but normal jutsu and ultimate are not very good. Just the 200 healing, and if you need healing on skill, she could be useful. I do have her ultimate just because of that. And then on the Clash Coin side, they brought back Ashura. He's pretty bad. He's awful. Don't get him. Focus on the speed pills and then the Linear Break Crystal, but never mind Ashura. Ashura is really, really bad. It's so sad because they were trying to make these PvP unit characters like good on PvP as a free-to-play. Like they gave speed boost abilities and all, but they were awful. All of them were terrible. So skip him. You don't even need to know what he does. He puts up a barrier. It's really bad. He's awful. So yeah, just sum up, get everything across. Mecha Naruto, get him before he goes away. You have 2 days. If you still didn't get him, you need to, okay? He's never gonna come back. Just think that. He's never gonna come back, and he's an amazing unit. Ashura, absolutely amazing. You must get him. Gengo, if you want some copies, you could get him for attack boosting. Roshi is really good. I'll recommend Max Linear Breaking. And Darui, please get him before he goes away, okay? Don't forget him. Thanks guys for watching, and please subscribe.